Hi, this is Kay Rivers, and this is my sermon, The Echo Chambers of Gossip, based on the course beginning Ministerial Internship. How is concern disguised in church? It's disguised as gossip. We're going to look at 4 points. The first point is the prayer request pivot. The second is the warning or protection play. The third is the seeking wise counsel. The fourth is the checking in narrative. 2 Corinthians 12:20. For I am afraid that when I come, I may not find you as I want you to be, and you may not find me as you want me to be. I fear that they may be discord, jealousy, fits of rage, selfish ambition, slander, gossip, arrogance, and disorder. Would you make that comment or have that conversation if the person was standing there? Is the person I'm talking to a part of the problem or a part of the solution? Am I sharing this to build them up or to build myself up? What does the Bible say about gossip among believers? Let's look at one, the prayer request pivot. The prayer request pivot is the most common method and deadly form of gossip in the church. It can easily disguise itself as a prayer request, especially on teams such as the altar or prayer team. It's often disguised as having a burden for someone, but divulging the issues the person is having through a prayer request. It seeps into the conversation by providing more details about the situation than is needed. Ephesians 4:29. Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouths, but only what is helpful for building others up according to their needs, that it may benefit those who listen. Two, the warning or protection play. This form of gossip is used in the Christian body as a means to so called protect the church or a new believer. This tactic is used to bias a person against another without giving that person the opportunity to speak for themselves or allowing the listening person to get to know them as an individual. Proverbs 16:28, a perverse person stirs up conflict and gossip separates close friends. Proverbs 26:20, without wood, a fire goes out. Without a gossip, a quarrel dies down. Three, the seeking wise counsel. The seeking wise counsel play is so subtle because, again, it disguises itself like protection or truth simply because it's the only version the person has heard. But if the person who the slander or gossip is about were asked their version of the story, the information would be completely different. Also, the seeking wise counsel play looks like it is the right thing to do because it mimics a healthy behavior, asking for advice. Proverbs 18:17. In a lawsuit, the first to speak seems right until someone comes forward and cross examines. Matthew 18:15 through 16. If your brother or sister sins, go and point out their fault just between the two of you. If they listen to you, you have won them over. But if they will not listen, take one or two others along so that every matter may be established by the testimony of two or three witnesses. The checking in narrative. Wow. The checking in narrative is very bold and tenacious. It is deliberate because the gossiper purposely seeks out a conversation with the person under the guise of caring concern. They will invite the person to coffee or lunch under the pretense of doing a wellness check. Once they gather the information they are seeking, they immediately disperse this information to others in the circle. The information they share usually is severely inflated. Psalms 41:6. When one comes to see me, he speaks falsely, while his heart gathers slander, then he goes out and spreads it. Proverbs 26:24-26. Enemies disguise themselves with their lips, but in their hearts they harbor deceit. Though their speech is charming, do not believe them, for seven abominations fill their hearts. Next steps. How do we safeguard as leaders against gossip? One, practice extreme transparency. 1 Timothy 3:2. Two, establish a circle of truth. Proverbs 27:17. Three, become a chief architect of the church's communication circle. Matthew 18:15. Four, focus on grit and integrity. James 4:10. In conclusion, words are the primary indicator of an organization's operational health. In the church, gossip is rarely presented as hate. It is almost always spiritualized as care. Safeguarding your character as a leader isn't just about being a good person, it's about creating a culture where secrets can't breathe and where the power gap between leaders and the congregation is bridged by transparency and grit. Thank you.